Hi everyone, welcome back to Graceful Living. If you are new, my name is Dina. Welcome. I would love for you to join my channel by subscribing. Today we are going to get right into our video. We have 4 simple tips that have helped me organize my kitchen on a budget, and I'm hoping that it will help you too. So let's get started. Tip number 1 would be to start by decluttering your space. Now we're talking about our kitchen, so you're going to want to obviously start with decluttering every cabinet and every drawer. But what I would suggest is that you start very small. Start with 1 drawer, but don't take everything out in one day and try to complete the whole entire task, because it can become very overwhelming, and you don't want to do that because then you won't get done. So start very small. As you begin to declutter, I would also suggest that you clean as you go. As you take down cups or glasses, make sure to clean each and every shelf, or if you take things out of a drawer, make sure to clean the drawer before you put anything back in. If it's something that is located on a higher shelf that you haven't used in a while, make sure to go through and clean those glasses or those plates before placing them back into your cabinet. Another suggestion I have about decluttering is when you're out and about, if you don't need it, don't buy it. Even if it's just something you really want, something you think is so pretty, or whatever your reasoning is behind it. If you don't need it, leave it there. Here recently with Pier 1 going out of business, I walked in, and as you know, I've stated in other videos, I am a Pier 1 fan. And I love to get little salad dishes for special dinners or lunches with my friends and decorate around the theme of the small salad plate. Well, of course, they had salad plates on sale that were so pretty, but I don't need more salad plates. I have so many of them, so I told myself I don't need them, leave them there. Now, if you are going to replace one set with a new set, then that's something different. But again, if you don't need it, leave it there. Now, the next thing I would consider why I'm decluttering is if that space isn't working for me in my kitchen and I think I might need to rearrange or move that space, this is the perfect time to do that. If you have your glasses in the wrong spot, go ahead and move them now. Move them to where you feel it's going to benefit you as you work in your kitchen or as you're putting things away. Make your space functional and easy for you to handle. Now, it's no secret that Pinterest has motivated most of us to have prettier spaces. But with some of those prettier spaces, it means spending a lot of money. Now, organization can become very expensive if you allow it to. I would consider thinking about the budget-friendly stores that you can go to and utilize for your space. When I started thinking about organizing our kitchen, I first stopped at Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has many items that you can use along the way throughout your kitchen and actually your whole entire home. When I started organizing my kitchen, I used a lot of Dollar Tree products in it. Dollar Tree isn't just budget friendly. A lot of their items are worth more than $1 and they last quite a long time. I know all of the small containers that I have as organization containers in my drawers have been in there for years and they're all still in great condition. Now, I chose to go that route over big trays because I just felt that it would be easier and quicker for me to clean them out when I wanted to. Instead of having to take a whole tray out of the drawer and every piece of silverware, I can take one compartment at a time and keep it clean that way. And I knew that that would work for me, and so that's why I chose that. Now, I did go on and I did search for different items at TJ Maxx, Ross, Home Goods, and even Walmart. Now, I will say this, if you are going to go ahead and use bigger buckets from the Dollar Tree, remember, They are very seasonal. So if you are looking for a specific color, you're going to have to think about the seasons. Now, coming up in the fall, their norm is to have a lot of rust and maybe some gold and green colored buckets. So if that is something that you might be interested in, then definitely start heading to your Dollar Tree now and searching out, or ask them when they're getting their fall buckets in. When Christmas time comes around, they're going to have the red and the green ones out. And then in the springtime, they tend to have some prettier, like robin egg blue, some whites, and different colors like that. So think about what season it is and what colors you would like in your pantry or in your drawers. Now with mine, I ended up getting a taupe color, which I really do like because it's neutral and it does match the walls in my pantry. So today we aren't going to be looking at my pantry, but we will be doing a pantry and a refrigerator organization video as well. Today we are just going to stay focused on our cabinets and our drawers. My third tip would be, do not be afraid to move shelving in your cabinets. Now I know for me, I was very afraid to move them for a long time because I just felt like they were hard to move, for one, and number two, they had put them in at pretty good spaces. But I did find that it was more accessible and useful when I did move some of my cabinet shelving to meet my needs. Now another thing that I would suggest when you're talking about your shelving is to go ahead and make your cabinet appearance pretty, because you're going to be in there and you're going to want to look at something that looks nice. So what I have always tried to tell myself is, when I am organizing my cabinets, make them look like something in a china cabinet with glass doors where you can see in all the time. It's going to look pretty. And so that's what I try to accomplish behind closed doors. I try to make sure that my cabinets, when I open them up, it's something that I really enjoy seeing. Now my fourth tip would be, again, to make sure that you let your kitchen work for you and you are not working for your kitchen. You want to make sure that you organize your kitchen so that it works especially for you. Making sure that your utensils and the spices that you use each and every day to cook and serve your family with are in a place that flows. You don't want your flow inhibited by having to go here and there to get the job done. You want your kitchen to work for you. Okay, now that we've got all the tips down, let's go ahead and head into the kitchen so that you can see how I have specifically organized my kitchen to work for me. As you can see, our kitchen isn't huge and the cabinet and drawer space is minimal, but it works perfectly for us. Now the first thing that I wanted to show you was a couple of things that I house on our kitchen counter to help me organize throughout the day. The first one will be this rack that you see here. I bought it at Hobby Lobby quite a few years ago. I'm not sure if they still have it, but this is where I keep my dish soap and my hand soap. Now I did buy different types of bottles for them. I just picked them up at TJ Maxx. They were cheap, but I wanted them to match. I have the little rope on the one, and that signifies that that's our hand wash. Now moving on to our little sponge holder here, I keep my small bottle of bleach, my sponge, a scraper from Pampered Chef. If you don't have one of these things are amazing to use around the sink, and a little nail brush, but it comes in handy. Next, I always keep this cork saucer here just to make sure that everybody's cups land in the same spot. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and make our way around each of the cabinets and the drawers just so you can see how I
In these three cabinets, I normally use bigger containers like transporting containers for cakes and cupcakes just to keep things a little bit more contained and organized. In this next cabinet, you'll see what I was meaning about making your cabinets more presentable like a china cabinet. This is my absolute favorite cabinet. I love opening this up. I love that it's all white. I love that it looks pretty and it's stacked nice. It's very presentable and it's very easy to use. This next drawer is packed full of the Dollar Tree containers or trays that I spoke about earlier. I love these things. They work really well and they hold up great. They have been in this drawer for about 5 years now and they have held up with no problems, no chips, no cracks, no anything. So as you can see, they lift out very easily one at a time, so it makes it super easy. I'm sure by now you've noticed I don't use liners, and that is just a personal preference. I really do not like them. I don't like the idea of them slipping around. I don't like the idea of having to take everything out of my drawer to clean underneath them. So I just don't use them. And honestly, I think our cabinets have held up really, really well considering that I don't use them. And of course, what would a video be without Miss Millicent in the way? I don't think she understood why I was taking the time to open every cabinet and drawer in the kitchen. Okay, our last stop is underneath the sink, and I just wanted to kind of chime in here because I thought I might get some questions about these Lazy Susans. I purchased these at Target. I do love that they are clear and they are so useful underneath the sink because they keep everything right up front, and with just a few turns, you see everything that you have in them. Now here is my cleaning caddy, and right behind it I have another clear container that I keep things in that I don't use on a daily basis. And of course, what kind of cabinet would this be without the mention of an e-cloth? This is what they look like, everyone. They will have a tag and it states exactly what the use is for. So, all right, there we go. Our tour is now over.
Once again, I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by, for making comments, for giving me a thumbs up, and also if you are new, for subscribing. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. It means the world to me to be able to interact with you and to get new subscribers. To watch those numbers go up, you guys, it just makes my day. So if you would do so, I would just absolutely love it. I hope that you have enjoyed the video, and I hope that you will come back next Tuesday for another one. Have a great rest of your week. Stay safe, be blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!